Yeah, hello everyone. I hope you can hear me. Yes, I had a little bit technical challenge here. My Wi-Fi disconnected, so I found a way to fix it. Thank you so much for joining us for tonight or this evening discussion. Um, we will soon begin, but just make sure that you tap the link, share it with somebody else, share it with one or two people so that we can begin. Let's give ourselves the next 5 minutes to begin the main discussion for today. Today we are coming to look at ways and means that you will go about your application in order to broaden your scope. What you should be looking out for. Okay, so what I want you to do is come over and ask questions as we wait for the rest to come. Okay, remember, this is an individual affair. This application we are doing is individual affair. Um, yeah. So don't wait till somebody come and ask what are your difficulties. So I'm going to put the link in the comment section. Come over, come and ask your questions. Okay. Yeah. Let's try to deal with your questions. And then we'll be able to figure out what to do. Okay. Remember, this is an individual affair. Okay. So you will be able to make it when you take it like an individual something that you're working very hard finding solutions to your questions. Okay. So um I'm expecting some of you to come um right now. Come and ask your question. Mm, yeah. Who is piano Hazis or Hazis? Where are you streaming from? Where are you streaming from? Yeah. Please, I'm speaking to you guys. I don't know. Have you guys seen the link to the room? Have you guys seen the link to the room? I want to know if you guys have seen so that maybe I'll stop talking. It shouldn't just be like you are coming to hear or you come to listen and then go back. No, it should be a more of interaction. Oh, I've done this, I've done that, I've seen this. How do I go about it? Right? Yes. So that we will find the best way to help you. Okay. It shouldn't be like every week. I mean, there is nothing you're getting, or the responses are the same. So please come over, come and ask your question. Hey, nobody is coming, or I should just present and go. Okay. Yeah, I'll do what I can do. If you don't have question, one of the indications or the indicators is that you may not have been working very hard. So it's up to you to wake up and then work very hard because this is the time to work. This is the time to work so that you enjoy. Mr. Nim, you are here. So, Mr. Nim, let's start with you. Mr. Nim, your questions. Mr. Nim, by now I hope you should have. more than 40 schools. Mhm. Hello, Mr. Nim. Mr. Nim, you cannot speak. Our time, oh, so if you don't have a good network, we'll just bypass you and go to another person. Or we'll bring another person so that maybe you guys can be um, speaking alongside. Okay, let me bring these four people. So, who is speaking first? Mr. Daniel. I couldn't respond because it was at dawn. I just came and then went back. So now bring the questions here and let's try to diagnose them.
Okay. Good evening. I was trying to draft a code email, and then on the professor's research publications, the recent one, um, they she has stated that it is in preparation. So I had wanted to ask you that if that's the case, should I use the second or the immediate research that she has done
No,
instead of
okay.
using the first
The,
one?
that Yeah, that's not a problem. You've seen that if you say that it depends on how you written the code email. If you say, "Oh, Professor, I've seen your current project, your ongoing project on this, and I'm really excited. I have a very good background. I've done this and I've done that, and I can contribute very immensely because there is nothing that I've been given that I've not been able to come out with credible results. And this is so exciting to hear about this, and I would like to further interact with you via Zoom or whatever. Do you understand? These are the conversation. This is how you go about it, right? So whether it's current or it's past, it's not a problem. The only thing is that you should make sure that this project is part of, for example, in my group, we do a lot of collaborative work. So maybe one thing that you guys should be careful is you are writing to a professor and you are telling the professor that, okay, I've seen that you are doing this. Maybe that work is not actually his main work, it's a collaborative work. So that one, sometimes the person will say, oh, you know a little bit, but not that much. But it's really good to hit what he is doing. And most of you will see that the person is the first author. Look at who is the first author. Sometimes the person on the first paper or corresponding author. Either the person is the first author or the corresponding author. So when you are reading an article, you will know whether somebody is a first author or a corresponding author. I will demonstrate that very soon to some of you, okay, to see. I know not all of us are good in this area. So yes, who again? What other question? So I've answered that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what which
That's
other
just it
question?
to it.
Yeah, which other question?
You can take another person maybe in the course of
Hey,
it.
your questions is done for all this thing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It means maybe you are working. Yeah, yeah, if you are in the box, open your lesson and speak. But that pass mask,
Yeah, hello, sir.
you're always busy. You're always busy. Hey, see,
I know
your
we
environment
are
is
working
so
on our
noisy.
project now.
Come again.
We are currently working on our project now, but I have some questions.
Yeah, your environment is so busy. Can you get a very good environment so that you come and ask your question? Okay.
Yes,
So,
yes, please. I'll get a good environment so that I'll come and ask.
okay, okay.
So in about 10 minutes time, I'll enter again.
10 minutes. We have about 2 minutes to do this. So get to a very, what do you call it? A silent room and ask your question. That's it. Okay. Esuman, ask your question.
Okay. Sir, please, I wanted to ask about the GRE. I've registered
I
to
don't know.
take
I
the
don't know who
exam.
taught us. You are already asking, so don't say I wanted to ask. I don't know who taught we Ghanaians how to answer those ask those questions, but I never heard it over here. Once you are asking the question,
Okay.
go ahead and ask the question. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. All right.
So
So
my
I'm
question
asking
is,
about the
uh-huh,
yeah. So my question is about the GRE. I've registered to write on 24th of this month,
mhm, okay.
and I wanted to find out when the results will be released, and then how how is the validity? Is it going to last for a year? The scores. Am I going to use it for a year or what is the validity
Okay.
of the scores?
Yeah, this is simple. The validity is 4 years to 5 years, and also most of the results will be instant. Some of them will be released to you in 2 weeks' time. Okay, by 2 weeks' time, you've gotten a complete results, but you get some of them instant. So that's it.
Okay,
How much was
thank you
it?
so
How
much.
much was it?
Um,
They registered for you.
it was $220.
220. Okay,
220.
220. Yeah. Those of you listening to us, if you don't register it and you are in Ghana, see the CDs has started running. Oh. Mm. Okay, so
Yeah,
good luck, Mr. Suman. Put in your best.
thank you, sir.
As for the higher you get them, the better. Once you've been able to put in that, let me even use this word, die yourself, or let's say kill yourself. No, sorry for that word. Maybe YouTube may take this video out. I'm sorry for that. You see, put all your strength in it. Put all your strength. Mm? Put all your strength and get the highest. More than 300 should be the focus. Okay, so yeah, as you do that, yeah, just be studying and then yeah, getting well prepared for the end of this month. Yes, pass mass, the pass mass. Now ask your question. No, you are muted. You are muted. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Yes, please. Thank you so much for the. Yeah, I've unmuted. Yeah. So please, thank you so much for the opportunity. Uh, I want to ask. I got a response from one of the professors, and he said he will be meeting me.
Pass mass and his network. As for the network people,
Yeah, hello, sir.
yes, Mr. Nim.
Hello.
Yeah, okay, let's wait
Hello,
for
can
Pastor.
you hear me?
Speak, Mr. Nim.
Hello.
Let's allow Mr. Nim to speak. Mr. Nim, very loud. Please, Pastor must continue.
Yes, please. So I was saying that uh, he scheduled a meeting after. He said he's going out of the US now, but he'll be meeting me after 1st September. So I wanted to ask the do's and don'ts during the meeting, what it takes, what I should do now, and others. My second question is that I want to ask about the the transcript evaluation, the work evaluation. Yeah.
Okay,
So any
sir, please,
the
I
information
wanted
about that
to
too.
ask about the GRE.
Then
I've
also,
registered to take the exam.
Oh my
hello.
God, there's a feedback. Where is it from? So unmute your, mute yourself, Pastor.
Okay. All right, all right. So I'm asking about. Yeah.
Okay, so it's coming from Mr. Nim. Mr. Nim, only God knows your network and your devices. Hey, it is well, but it's part of the struggle. When you come, you will say, hey, I've been struggling for all this, my network, my this thing, but by grace of God, I made it. Yeah, I know people this year. We have about 3 people coming from northern region. You know that place, the network and those things. But as they came in last weekend, we're having what do you call it? Those who came were having some meeting, trying to look at how living and those things. All their network was very good, and now the thing has become a history. The thing about, oh, my network, my phone, my blah blah blah, it has become a history. So if you put in your best, if you put in your best, no matter your gadgets or whatever, very soon all these things will become a history. Okay, so let's put in our best. So, Passmas, your question was about the evaluation. Now, some of you, I don't know whether to do the evaluation or whatever. For those of you coming from KNUST, where the what do you call it, the CWA, your A is 70. I don't know currently those who have done the worst evaluation and how it went with them. What our advice is that get those who did the worst evaluation from Cape Coast, KNUST, so that we know that does it go higher or not. If it doesn't go higher, then spend time on schools that doesn't require GRE, especially your area, no problem at all. And I can tell you, for chemistry, you may not need GRE because you get up to maybe, I can tell you get up to even 20 schools you do for free, and get up to some 10 schools you can do without requiring GRE. Are you getting me? So for you, you don't have problem at all. You shouldn't, except that you've gotten a very good school, a very good professor who has promised you everything, and they want you to do West evaluation, and then you have to do West evaluation. Apart from that, you do not need West evaluation. For those of you coming from KNUST, especially if you're a hardworking person. As at now, right now, you should have, no, no, you are muted. As at now, you should have about 20 schools that you know very sure that you apply. For chemistry, biochemistry, biology, those people, you don't have problem. Mm. Yeah, but if your GPA is low, maybe you are 2.8 and you are Cape Coast, you are in Unibar, you are in Legon, you are very sure that once you do the evaluation, it will push you to, because our is 80. So once you do the what the West evaluation, push you to 3 point something and above. Or if you are 3.0, it push you further, which helps you. Yeah, so please, let's take that. Okay, yes. And then your next question is about what you should do, how you should prepare for the interview. That one, I said, go to my YouTube channel, look at the videos. Okay, you have not done that. When I don't know how you search it, but you couldn't search it well. Mm. So I saw you commenting on even what do you call it, mock interviews. I'm talking of the step by step. Okay, step by step, what do you call it, playlist. That's where you get those videos. So please, shouldn't be difficult for you. So that question will not be answered. Go back and watch the video, and then later on, when you are done watching the video, you know the things that you need to do. Yeah, and then yeah, we'll also prepare. So once you get a date of your interview, let me know. We'll prepare for you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you have other questions?
Yes, please. I have another question.
Mhm.
Yeah. So my other question is that uh, with regards to recommendations too. I think it's because we are applying to a lot of the schools, the recommendation from the professors. See, when they write one, two, three, four, then they become fed up and it's not coming anymore. Yeah, so that is also becoming problem.
A problem. Mhm.
House,
Now,
yes,
if people will talk about that, it's not you. It's not you. You who are on campus. Those of you on campus, you don't have problem. Don't come and talk about recommendation problem. You just completed school. You don't have problem. You can get about 6 professors to do this for you. You can get lab instructors. Go to those taking charge of the labs. Tell them, I'm going to put your name as Professor so and so. You write the SOP and give it to the person. Give the person some 200 Ghana. Give the person some 300 Ghana. Let the person be doing it for you. Finish. Finish. You people don't have problem at all. Hmm? The person who is a lab instructor, like in charge of the lab, he has a KUST email. That's what he will be using. You have other people working in the university environment. You're a student leader. You are in contact with other people working as what do you call it? Staff in the university. They can write recommendation letters to you. So first of all, take the maximum one you can get from the professors. Take it. When you finish, distribute the rest to the what? To the other professors. Okay, and they will do it for you. So please, this is how you should go about it. Even if the person is not a doctor, you can just put doctor over there. The person they don't care about those things. Okay, yeah. And then the person you write the recommendation letter, give it to the person, and then the people will be using it to what? To what do you call it? Do it on your behalf. Okay, so you can write more than in preparation for this. You can write more than maybe 10 recommendation letters. Okay, 10 recommendation letters for yourself, maybe from maybe Professor so and so. Then as for the recommendation letter, when you write one, hmm, and you can give it to ChatGPT, change it, you change one or two things, give it to ChatGPT to refine it. Because nobody is going to scan a recommendation letter through maybe an AI to see whether you wrote it by yourself, the person wrote it. Nobody does that. So these are things that you can do it with ease, right? Hmm. Yeah, and just make sure that the
yes,
long last since you edit them and then you'll be fine. Okay, yeah. So those of you who just
yes.
joined us before, before we continue, you can come and ask your question so that we before we bring the stuff for today. Okay, yeah.
I have another question.
Yes, ask your question.
Yeah, so there's the schools I want to that are taking application fees, the ones are willing to pay their application fees. And then I said I realized they are all around schools, very research based, and I realized that they they do not pick a lot of international students. Mainly, they pick the indigenous students, and it's somehow very worrying. I wanted to ask about that one. And one, the school I'm going to have the interview with the professor is in one of the schools I'm talking about, the Aran schools. It's somehow some way. I wanted a bit clarification
It
about
doesn't.
the Aran schools.
It does not matter. Doesn't matter if it is R1 schools. Get other R2 schools. Okay, get other schools, get lower schools as well. Combine them, mix them. Okay, mix them. Doesn't matter. You can be the first person. You can be the first person to go to Yale. The only thing is that you have a professor, and the professor is willing to work with you. You can go to Yale so easily. The only all you need is to meet the minimum requirement. Once you meet the minimum requirement, one of the things that can help you is getting a professor. So it doesn't matter whether R1 or whatever. The only thing is that don't target only R1 schools. Are you getting me?
Yes,
Are
please.
you getting me? That past months.
Yes,
Is
yes,
the
please.
question answered?
Yeah, it's answered.
Okay. Do you have additional questions?
No, please, for now, no.
You are now okay. Okay.
Yes,
So,
please.
Mr.
Okay.
Daniel, do you want to, yeah,
I have
question?
I have a question here. In a situation you want to apply for a particular program, and they demand that you are to find a faculty supervisor. Then you sent in your code email to that the supervisor, but there's no reply. Can you go on and then do the application? And then if you even go on and apply, would it affect your chances of getting an admission and then funding, or just have to
Okay.
go on?
So, this is straightforward. Once you've seen that, it means that when you do it, I mean, for example, look at it in a logic way. So if they need a position and you didn't get a supervisor, and then you apply and the position is there and it has not been filled, maybe only they receive only um, 7 qualified students, but out of them, two two got professors, the five didn't get professors. Would they keep it and say no? Of course not. They will give it to you guys. But now let's rank it. Now they got, the position is 10. They got 25 qualified students, right? So out of the 25, nine of them got supervisors already. Those nine will be taken out and given their positions, right? Then the out of the 25, how many is left? 14
So
or
16,
16. 16,
16.
right? Yeah. So the
So
16,
39.
they are going to now weigh you guys against only one position
Okay,
and then see who is the best and give it to that person.
I see.
So it's not only one person. Look for other professors. For example, some of you don't know. Now you see AI stuff, AI stuff. Hmm? How long will it take you to learn this AI? 5 months, you are done. So those of you who have done a little bit computing and you are listening to us, this is the time for you to start learning Python, learning this. If you don't get it, it's not here. You can write to the professor and say, I know how to use this, I know how to use it, I know how to do this, and they'll bring you in. Okay. So, for example, maybe let's say chemistry. We know that physical chemistry is the most difficult thing, aspect of chemistry. Everybody physical chemistry, everybody is writing to analytical, biological, biochemical chemistry, um, maybe organic or whatever. Nobody's writing to inorganic. Or after you've written to organic, analytical, they are not minding you. Write to the physical, write to the inorganic. When you can, you'll be able to switch back. If you are not able to do it, you will switch back to maybe but the problem, what will make you come? Just express interest. Oh, I've seen that you are doing this, that. I have this background and I can contribute very well to this area. If you give me the opportunity, I'm very fast learner, very determined person, and I can work very hard to contribute to your research. And let me tell you, the difficulty is not the same like the experiments. Sometimes, if you know the theory, it helps you in the experiment. But most of the time, the way you see the things so difficult in the theory, it's not like that when you are doing the experiment. So it shouldn't be difficult in exploring the what do you call it? The most difficult aspect of some of these areas that you think is difficult and everybody is running away. For one thing about Ghana or Africans, that we are not able to maybe venture into new areas. And that's one of the things that I will be treating this afternoon. For example, in Ghana, like industrial systems. In, of course not. There's nothing like industrial systems in most of the universities. But when you come to what do you call it? the United States, there's a lot of programs. Every university has industrial system, industrial engineering. Which people are for the industrial engineering? Everybody who did engineering. But Ghanaians will not apply because they don't know anything industrial engineering in their what? In their field. So they won't apply. So all electrical people are applying for electrical engineers and they are not giving them funding. Meanwhile, the industrial systems are there. It is electrical engineers they need them for to do the industrial system. So you do the industrial system, you do your major in maybe power generation, or you do your research in power generation. It's the same thing. So these are the ways you need to diversify your applications so that you don't go, you did mathematics, you can go and do biostat. You did computing, you can do biostat. On all the nobody applying for biostat. Hey, all of you want to apply for computer science. Meanwhile, the computer science masters, they are not giving what? Funding. But they are giving funding to what? Biostat. You are there. You are there. Meanwhile, you can do programming. You can do a lot of AI. You can do a lot of machine learning. You are there. So please diversify your applications. Look at other areas. Okay. Let me go to places like all most of them agree, most of them qualify for environmental, they do microbiology and those things. But if you concentrate on agric, even agric is very broad. So you should not just say that you want to go to agric, but what type of agric do you want to go? It's very important. Okay. And those of you that boss me, that makes me angry. Now I've come to realize that mechanical engineering is, I thought chemistry was the hot spot of funding. Now I've come to realize that mechanical engineering, hey, mechanical engineering, mechanical, there is no program, there is no program that has more funding than mechanical engineering. But look at our mechanical engineers, they are here suffering. Laziness. You don't want to research, you don't want to work hard. They need you here. And look at it from cars. Which area of industry doesn't have mechanical department? And let me tell you, even the body is made up of mechanical. They have an area of mechanical engineering which has to do mechatronics, the movement of the body. So we have a lot of mechanical engineers who are doing something relating to the body, medicine, neuroscience. Neuroscience is about movement of stuff from one point to the other. Okay, so they need a lot of mechanical engineers even to do neuroscience. Hardly will you see a Ghanaian doing. I recently met one guy who did mechanical engineering and now doing biomedical sciences here in my school. You will never see a Ghanaian doing that. Why? Because we only see, I did mechanical engineering. I have to continue my master's in mechanical engineering. We are here telling you that you can even do your PhD in mechanical engineering. The African man will say no. Once I did my master's, I still have to do PhD. No, I have to do my master's before. And they will go and apply for the master's, they won't get funding. And then they will be suffering. They will go and buy bank statement and go, and then they will be bounced. So instead of you to apply for the PhD, I'm not saying that if the master's has funding, don't apply. No, apply. But most of the time, you get funding with the PhD. Except some areas like mathematics that they want you to get a mathematics before the master's, before the PhD level. So please, Yeah, I think the questions we are getting more of the questions. We will take the questions back, and then those of you who have given the what do you call it um, your questions in the chat, we'll take the questions. So today we're looking at how to make your what do you call it um, application so easy, diversify, and how to make a very good application. So we'll take more questions. Next week, what I'm trying to do is now try to bring those who came last year and this year through our group and other people who came through our mentorship to bring you a lot of what advice and then tips, and also give you some maybe applications, schools as bonuses that you can look into. So now we have my brother who is here, Shadrach, will give you a lot of maybe some personal advice on how to go with your application. So let's invite him to come on board and then share with us some tips that will help us in our application. He's currently doing his PhD at St. Louis University. So St. Louis University currently has a lot of has free application, so you don't need to pay for application fee when you are applying for St. Louis University. But I can tell you, because of this, there's a lot of competition. So the best bet for you is to get a supervisor. So let's welcome Shadrach to give us his brief opinion on how you can do good application, things that can help you. So, Mr. Shadrach, you are welcome.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. I trust everybody is doing well. So, yeah, that was all the introduction that was needed. I will put on my screen very soon, but at the moment, I just have to put it off. So, when it comes to applications, the first thing is that I will say, and like to reiterate the point that were made earlier on, is to do research. Okay, you have to do a lot of research, look at areas where you best fit in, because like we say, everybody gravitate towards the easier side. Everybody, a lot of people are bio biased. Myself, I am bio biased. So when I started my whole application, especially looking for schools, I would always be looking for schools that or programs that were doing things that were more bio, until I realized that okay, let me diversify. Let me look at schools that are still doing bio, but they add other stuff to it. Okay. And then I realized I was getting more response with regards to my code emails that I was sending. Even when I write to program coordinators, I would get quicker responses. So, yeah, that is one thing that you can do to maximize your application. The next thing that I will talk about is also um, your applications, your documents. I know most of some of you have not got there, some of you have also got there. The documents that you submit, you have to be like when they are reading the document, they should be able to see you through the document. Okay. Because these professors, trust me, they've read tons of documents over the period of no depending on how long they've been on the admission committee, they've read a lot of documents. And so you want to write something that is authentic. And they say there's nothing new under the sun. So whatever you're going to write will never be the first to be written. You will never be the first person to have written such an SOP. But there's always something that makes it unique. I understand you are looking at applying to a lot of schools, probably 10 or more. And so it becomes a lot of work if you have to write so many SOPs at the same time. And then you ask yourself, how are you going to write the same thing over and over again? But remember, the schools that you are applying to are different. They have different department, different professors, different PIs, different works that they are doing. So you don't expect to write to this school and have the same thing as what this school is doing. Every school that you apply to, there is something particular about your background that aligns with that particular department's program. And so you must put in the work to write documents or essays that fit to the purpose of the school. And then the next thing is there is this we call first come first serve. So I had the opportunity. I think I went for lunch with my PI, like all the grad students in the lab. We went for a lunch with him, and then we were having a conversation. And some way somehow admission, review came in as a topic, and they said that mostly they do first come first serve basis. If the student that apply, like if you apply early and you meet the requirements and everything, they tend to pick you earlier. So we always look at deadlines. Okay, the deadline for priority deadline is 1st December. So we are trying to, okay, by 1st December you should submit. What is preventing you from submitting your application in November or late October? Do you get it? Because we start talking about this application review, do this, do that. We've started. I mean, this series started somewhere last month. So if you put in a lot of work by October, mid October, you should be done with almost everything. You submit your applications early so that they look at it. And if you have a shot, you always be on top. Because I have I did a lot of applications, and most of them I got responses. I did interviews. I was put on like wait list and other stuff. But then I realized that okay, I submitted my applications late. Most of them I was targeting the deadline. Even if I had finished everything, I was still, "Oh, I still have time." So sorry, I realized that if I had submitted earlier, probably I would have had a chance, because these days nobody wants to go through the stress of doing a lot of sorting out. And once they realize that you fit, you all the requirements that they need, you meet the requirements, they don't have any rigorous system again to try pay you against other applicants, because they know that when you come, they are going to train you. That is the reason why they are picking you. They are not looking forward to picking students who already know everything. If you know everything, of course, you wouldn't need a PhD. So when you come, they are going to train you. So the time that you submit your application is important. And then, yeah, I don't know. These are basic things that I wanted to touch on. Just that I mean, I can just share my journey so far with you to let you know that doing a PhD is not too big a thing that we most of us see. Okay, I've encountered a lot of people who say, "Oh, I want to start with a master's. I want to know." If you have what it takes to start a PhD, come do it. So, when I came in January, I I think we were only two that started January, myself and another guy who was a citizen. And then he had completed masters. So like 1 month into the program, he was already doing research. And I was now trying to find my feet, juggling with class, teaching, and also finding time to stay in the lab to learn from senior grad students what they were doing. Of course, at the beginning, I was doing more than necessary, in a sense that even if I pick a paper to read, at the beginning, I was trying to read everything on the paper, which is not supposed to be so, because at the beginning, you are just doing literature review. You don't need methodology, you don't need a lot of things. All you need is an introduction of the kind of work that is being done, just to know what this work is about, so that you have a fair idea. You don't need to know, because trust me, you will not need to understand every single bit of paragraph written in a research paper. Most times you just pick a research paper and you need just a page of it, or a column of it, to add to your work, to know help you do something. So all these things you will learn. They'll give you this the opportunity to learn. They It's not like, let me say, in our system in Ghana, one thing that I realized is we have a lot of students. One faculty member is taking a lot of students. So they always use this Gaussian curve to make sure that students who try, they put them in a certain range. And but this place, every student in a class, once you put in the work, every student can get an A once you put in the work, and they give you the opportunity to do well. There are weekly quizzes, there are exams. That this course that I'm taking this semester, we write exams, three exams, like for the duration of the semester. We write a quiz every week. I'll do a paper presentation, and every single thing that you do counts towards your final grade. So there is no point, unless of course you are lazy, that you say, oh, you know, the Ghanaian style of learning, you wait until the end of the semester, then you know. This time, before the semester even ends, you already know the cumulative points you have, and you know how much you need to get an A or a B plus. And PhD, you don't necessarily need to get A's, and no. All that is needed is to show that you understand the course, and the lecturers will do what? They will pass you. So yeah, that is the little thing that I can share. Unless maybe you have some few questions to ask, I'll be willing to answer them. All right. I don't know if um okay, can you talk about writing sample for PhD application, and then with a bachelor's degree? Okay, I think these were earlier questions addressed. So if you have any other question for me, you can ask. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me, because I see the live going on, but I think the host is not around. So I just want to hang in a bit. But if you have any question, you can just put it in the comment section. I will read and then reply. Okay, okay. Daniel says he can hear. So yeah, please, no, bring in your questions, because yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I've talked about the little that I have to say, but then if you have something else, just okay, please, I wasn't around when you addressed it. Please, can you touch on it again? All right, sure. Eunice. So, like I said, um I don't know which part should I talk about, my experience so far or the application. Which one would you want me to start?
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
Eunice, do you
think
want me to talk about the
those
application
of you
or the
watching,
experience so
knowledge.
far since I joined the program?
Yeah, I think we'll give the opportunity for you guys to ask
Okay.
questions. So if you have questions, you can ask.
Writing sample for
Yeah,
PhD application. All right, so the writing sample, there are a
yeah.
lot of
I mean,
documents that are being required of you. Okay. It depends on the school and the program. So there are, so far in my application, I've seen writing sample where they specifically give you a topic to address. I have seen SOP, that's statement of purpose, and I've seen personal statement. Okay. These three, a school can ask you all these three. There's this school, University of Maryland, College Park. they ask for 5 essays and they give you prompts. So you tackle each essay based on the prompt given you. Usually, writing sample would have to talk about research. Okay, maybe they'll ask you, and maybe in one page, tell us about your undergrad research or your previous. They don't even say undergrad because it's not everyone who has their research experience during the undergrad programs. So they'll ask you to write about your research experience. So they will give you prompt. How has this, maybe has this research shaped your thinking about science? Based on the question that they give you, then you write. Okay, that is the writing sample. Then when we come to the SOP personal statement, these are two essays that have, there's a thin line between SOP and personal statement. Mostly personal statement talks about you as an individual, what makes you who you say you are. And this, because it is a research program that you are writing today, it's an academic program that you are writing to, you inculcate everything about your academic life, how it shapes your understanding about the subject matter, and how you, what you intend to do with it, where you want to get to. Okay. And then there is statement of purpose. Statement of purpose is basically where you want to progress to in the field that you are applying to. Okay, so if these two, if the a school only asks you to write statement of purpose or only personal statement, then you have to put in these two together. But if the school asks you to write statement of purpose, personal statement, then you know that they have saved you in a sense that in a personal statement, you are free to talk about life. You are free to talk about your personal experiences. You are free to add a lot of stuff. Then the statement of purpose, you go detailed into the research. Okay. Yeah, so that is the little bit, I mean, the few differences between these essays that are there. The next question is, it says, I started applying to your school yesterday night and I'm now looking for a supervisor to send my code. Would you suggest any available positions? So um as a grad student, I would not be able to pinpoint which department or which lab is accepting student, because even my cohort, student who started in the fall semester, have not yet chosen their academics PIs. Okay, so they are still rotating. Even though I have a lab, my colleagues are still rotating. So I won't be able to pinpoint that, okay, this. But what I would advise is look at about, let's say, 3 professors. Okay, look at the work that they are doing. Look at, when you go to their website, you look at the number of students that they have. Okay, and look at their recent work. There's a way to tell if a professor is, doing active work or not. If you go to a professor's office, usually computational professors who do computational will have few students. It doesn't mean they are not doing active research, because a lot of students don't want to do computational. If you go to a professor who does a lot of biological stuff but has few students, it means they probably don't have enough funding or they are not doing active research, because every lecturer who does bio stuff will have a lot of students because most people want to go there. So these are some of the things you can use to know that, okay, this lab probably they need or not. Okay, good. And then let's go to it says, do you need to have understanding of your professor's work before you show interest in his or her work? I'm asking this because some of the findings or research, they seem higher than what I did during my undergrad. I understand. Okay. So you don't need to have an understanding of the work that they do, but you need to know the basic idea behind the work they do. So when I was applying to this school, the one I wrote the letter to, the work he does is to use spectroscopy to study proteins. The kind of proteins that he studied were heme proteins, proteins that are involved in metabolism. Okay. And what is the end goal of studying these proteins using spectroscopy? When you do that, you will be able to know the protein structure and how to simulate drugs to target enzymes or bacteria that have these kind of proteins in them. So this is the general idea of the study. When I entered the program, we barely even talk about what I've spoken. All we talk about is bone angles, bone length, bone stretching, bone breaking, Raman spectroscopy, lasers, and stuff. Okay. But the fact that you understand that this is the kind of research that we do, the general theme of the research, and at the end of the day, when we get our results, this is what we are going to get. You are good to go because they don't understand you, they don't expect you to understand the work. If you do understand the work, of course, they don't need you in the lab. You should go apply for a faculty position. Next question. It says, what if you are not given a prompt for the writing sample? For instance, you are using your undergrad research. So if you are not given a prompt, if you are not given a prompt, they will not ask you a lot of essays. They will ask you probably one essay, statement of purpose, or SOP. That is the thing. And please, should you add certain documents like result sets to a code email or just a message of interest? So one thing you can add is you can add your transcript, you can add your CV, and then you add your SOP. I mean the email. The email is almost like the body of the email. Then you can add these two documents, your CV, because when you write to them, professors are very busy. Okay, they want to. If you give them everything that they need and they see that you have the potential to excel in their lab, they will get back to you quickly. But then they don't have time to be doing the chit chat. I mean, one thing that we as Ghanaians or Africans need to learn is when you are messaging someone for the first time, go ahead with what you need. Don't text somebody hello and you are waiting for them to say hi, then you ask them how are you doing. Nobody is available for that chit chat. You can do that with your friends. Okay, it's the same thing that applies to these code emails. If you are writing to them, sometimes you don't write to them, tell them, oh, I want to join your lab and are you picking students? No, you write to tell them, okay, I have read your work, this that, I want to know more about it, and I even intend to write applying to your school and possibility of maybe joining your lab, but I want to know more about your work. Do you get it? Trust me, every researcher likes to talk about what they do. Myself, even though I've barely done something. Whenever I stand somewhere, I want, oh, I've done this, I'm doing this. That is what I'm doing. That is what I'm made of. So I like to talk about it. So professors who want to talk, share their work with you. If there's, I mean, that is why we go for conferences, just to go and talk about our work to people who may not even be interested. Do you get it? So you ask them, oh, you want to learn something about their work and whatever, they will respond to you, okay, I do this, I do this, I do this. Then you request, okay, you want to set up a meeting with them and a whole lot of things. Yeah. So that is it. If there are no further questions, I'll hand over to the host to continue.
Please ask your questions. Ask questions before we go to the next step.
Okay. I think these are all. Thank you very much for your time. And I just want to encourage you. Keep putting on the work. Okay, don't let it feel like it's stress. Yes, it is work. Okay, you don't get anything on a silver platter. I always tell people, some people will ask, someone yesterday, someone was asking me, how much is visa application, and don't think about those things. All you need is, once you have, I have a colleague here who came from my school, reading mathematics, fully funded program. So those of you who want to do mathematics, my school, mathematics is fully funded. Masters, this program, communication, masters in communication is a fully funded program. So those of you who have people who want to look into, when he had his admission fully funded and everything, he didn't have anybody to help him. But today he's here. 1 month has passed. He has received his stipend, and trust me, he has forgotten about all the struggles that he had to pass through to even get money for plane ticket, get money for visa and whatever. It's just a phase of life. Once you you get over that, you forget about all the plenty talks. Okay, sure. I think some few comments are in. I missed the beginning of the lecture. Okay, please. I'm sure
Yeah, they can watch it.
application most
They
ask
can
writing
watch.
sample in addition to SOP. So please, how do you send a writing sample which may be your undergrad thesis? This has always been my issue. Yes. So I told you that if they ask for writing sample, they're asking about research. So if the school asks you for writing sample, then everything has to be, that particular paper is research, research, research. Then the SOP will now be your interest, your background, and what the department is doing, and how you think you are a good fit. Do you get it? It's just that these essays, there's always a thin line between them. Okay, so don't don't beat yourself if you find out that your essays have um there are paragraphs that are looking similar. It's okay. Please, can you give out the name of your school again? St. Louis University. St. Louis University. If you are searching, probably you'll find Washington University in St. Louis. No, my school is St. Louis University. Is it has a blue background. Yeah, your LinkedIn profile. So my name is Jeremiah Shadrach Mayonu. Just check on LinkedIn, you'll find me. I haven't been really active on LinkedIn, but yeah, I'm trying to come around. Yeah.
Okay, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? 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 Okay. So let's acknowledge the presenter. Let's thank him for his time and everything. Let's thank him. So he's giving, so let me start from where he ended, how to diversify your stuff. Now, some of you, you did English, units, no, no, not units, but some of you, you have done English. One of the areas that has a lot of funding is communication studies. You did English, you want somebody to tell you that apply for communication. Because English is language, right? English is language. So apply for communication. You will get, hey, if I see people with communication, you people too, they bore me. You guys are boring me because a lot of areas that you can explore, a lot of what areas, hmm? A lot of areas. So please diversify, diversify. That's why when you are doing your research, hmm, you don't just go. Maybe if you're looking for the programs, you just maybe you are looking for maybe sports management. You just don't go for maybe only sports management, but you look at maybe kinesiology, you look at maybe exercise and those things. So you take your time and run through the program. So maybe you not see agriculture, but maybe you see plants. Those who say for plants qualify for animal husbandry, right? So this is how you should do in order to grow with your stuff. Now, to those of you who have followed us and you have some students, schools are now, all you make sure it with 2 to 3 professors. And I don't know. It seems this batch is becoming so lazy because I gave you guys 3 days, 3 days, even though I'm struggling to catch up with the kind of what do you call it, document I have to review. Some of you have not been, but as at now, I've reviewed only about 5 code emails the whole of the week. So come on, guys, what are you doing? Or you have not written any code email for it to be reviewed, because most of the time you may not get it in the first case. Hmm? We are teaching you how to get code emails, write code emails. Okay. These professors, they don't like too much lengthy, and I've seen a lot of people, they write the code email plenty. So if you don't bring your code email and you are sending, yes, of course, you could get some response. And one of the things that you need to be very careful with is your code email. When you send nonsense, you hardly get results. And I tell you, before when I started, I was only sending nonsense because I read it right now and I realized that, oh, what I was sending was total nonsense. Because at the end of the day, nobody will tell you that what you are, when you take your time to read your results or your emails, you will see that because you are making silly mistakes, very silly mistake, unpardonable mistakes. And that's the reason why, to prevent some of these mistakes, you need somebody to review your document for you. You need somebody to read them over for you. Why? You wrote it. So you are reading what is in your mind, not what is in the email. So maybe you've written something wrong, but you're still reading what you want to hear. That's the stuff that comes in. That's the problem. That's why you need people to read it and correct it for you. Free of charge. Come on, guys. Free of charge. And I get so mad. I get so mad at this because it's as if the thing is a whole 3 days job. You don't need 3 days to write an email, a code email. You just need to go to look at what the professor is doing, 1 or 2, 3. So look at this. When I was writing it, I never write to professors in different times, because what I do is that when I'm going to school A, I go and open. Okay, let me demonstrate this for you guys. Okay, please let me know if you are still with me. Let me know. Put your listen. Let me know in the comment section. I have 21 people here. Let me know. I have 21 people right now. If I know, let me know. Say I'm still here. Comment section to share. Yeah, I want to know. Yes. I want to know. This is my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Say yes, I Hello, guys. Please, you have to be okay. You have to be a little bit faster. I think I am challenged with my network today. Will not be that fruitful like we used to have. But let me know. Okay, so now my screen should be up. Okay, let me go here and then, so let me say, um, which school should you be look? Let me look at Ohio. Let me look at Iowa. Iowa State University. So this is Iowa State University. Okay. Iowa State University. Mr. Isaac, Mr. Isaac, this question is very, what do you call it? It's still um what you are asking is still basic at the moment. But let me try. Yes, if dependent, look at the area you want to apply. But I told you should be looking at PhD more. And I told you, Mr. Isaac, by now you should have more than 20 schools you want to apply. So please, I don't know. Hmm? Okay, so can see my screen, right? Now let me look at academics. So let's say academics. Let's look at so you are here mostly. We are going over again. So this Iowa State University of Science and Technology. So you go here, and then you look at programs and major, look at graduate catalog, right? Then you go here. Maybe you want to look at the graduate school. I want to look at how you go get your program, go to the department, and then try and find the opportunities. Okay. So this is where you look at find a program. What can I study? You find a program here, and then you are navigating. Okay. College look at that didn't come across. So we can look at nuclear physics. So look at nuclear physics. Okay, let's go and look at nuclear physics. So this is nuclear physics. Oh, my network is extremely poor today. Um, I don't know. My Wi-Fi is failing, so I have to use my phone network and it's a little bit. Look at political science and other things. So let's go to the nuclear physics. So this is the nuclear physics. You read a little bit about PhD. You can do PhD and then masters. Okay, and then goes this requirement GPA for bachelor degree if you want. Yeah, application deadline. Okay, these are the deadline, and then no GRE. You don't need GRE. Yeah. So these are the stuff you need, and then you go to read about it, and then if there is funding or not, right? International student should apply at least 3 months before the start of the program. Program instruction for international students, admission, blah blah blah. Let's go to the main website. Right? We want to make sure that we the main page. only for this, but just go to the main stuff, and I'm having a lot of challenge. My network is not helping me at all. But we have to manage. Mhm. So Department of Physics and Astronomy. So look at it. Okay. So this is the department. This is their area of research: astrophysics, condensed matter physics, high energy physics, nuclear physics. Then you look at it. Of course, these are the people. If you need anything, and then let's look at, if you are new, like you're searching for schools. Those of you who don't know how to search for schools, maybe people, these are graduate students. So look at graduate students. One of the things that if you look at this, so look at this and look at the graduate students. Mm, you will see the graduate students here. You will see a lot of, even though we don't have that we don't have. Okay, no, we still don't have Ghanaian or African students here, but we have a lot of national students. So see a lot of what students here who are international. So it means that, see, now you want to look at the, what do you call it, the faculty. So the faculty are the professors. Okay? So the faculty, don't look at teaching, look at faculty. Okay. So research team faculty. Let's look at the faculty. Okay. If you look at the faculty, so these are the faculties. Mostly look at professors, don't look at high professors, look at associate, assistant professors, don't look at affiliated professors. Okay. Mhm. Don't look at affiliated professors. Okay. So you're going to pick these professors and go through them. Okay. So let's start with this professor, Professor Matthew Winston. So let me pick high energy, and then Amanda Winston and Matt. I don't know if they are all twins. They are twins because I see all of them here. Maybe they are twins. Distinguished professor. Okay. Traits. Okay. So especially those who are looking for PhD. Okay. So mostly write to 3 to 4 professors at a go. Don't go beyond that. If after that you can pick maybe another 2, 3 weeks, we are not hearing them. Please, can you guys hear me? Let me know in the comment section. I think some people are not hearing me. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm demonstrating something to you so that you don't waste your time in sending the code emails. Hello. Eunice, can you hear me now? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I lost the connection again, but I'm back. So let me try and pick you guys again. it's really difficult. Yeah. Okay. So now you can see my screen. So now I was looking at so did you see how I demonstrated? I opened this, open that, open that, open that, open that, open that. So now I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 professors. So I go to this school, I check Professor Matthew, this page, and then his contact. Okay, I have to look at what he's doing. I'm not seeing his research here. So over here, their page is different. So I'm not seeing his research here. The same thing. So this is this professor. Um, yeah. So some of them have so similar homepage. Okay, just a moment. Hello, Victor. Let me call you back. I'm in a meeting. Then go here. So this is his homepage. Then you look at what a person is doing, and then um so this is nuclear group, whatever. Okay, so I think this over here. So quantum materials lab. So this professor has a lab. You can look at his lab. There's a link to his lab. You look at what they are doing. Okay. So this is how you can know what the person is doing. This is the quantum lab. Look at the areas, more highlights. Okay. And then you will now be able to research area and write the person. Okay. So more highlights. You get to know some of the stuff recent. Okay, this is to the department. So sorry. So you look at the highlights and then maybe write openings. So see over here, look at it, openings. They say that opening for students and postdocs who are interested in condensed matter and blah blah blah, ultra fast and this, and there are openings for you. So something like this, you quickly write to the person, I've seen your work, this, that, I'm ready to join. Do you understand? So this is how we search for professors. Do you understand? So now, professor, those who are looking for anything physics, look at this person. You can send an email, right? Go then you go to another person. Then you go to this person to home page. This is the person's home page. Then you look at what he's doing, and then read over here. So this is research group. Okay, so this is even where you get more of their research. So faculty, Iowa State University 2024. These are the faculty. Um, yeah, group members, and then yeah. So yeah, I mean this a little bit confusing here, but let's go to another professor. Okay, so this is this professor, and this is his research link. Okay, this is his project, what he's doing. Mm? And then group members. Okay, recent graduates. So he has a lot of graduates. Means that he has picks a lot of students. Okay, so here you can look at what he's doing. Then another person is here. Look at what he's doing. Okay, and then sometimes you look at this place. Okay, this is his publications. Okay, yeah, Kyra, blah blah blah. So now, when you open your code email, okay, oh, you can't see anything. Hello, guys. Hello. Please let me know if you cannot see. You can see my screen because I want to be very sure because I'm seeing it on another. I'm seeing that it's moving. Yeah. So some of you, what kind of network are you using? eh? Hello. Yeah. Please. Okay. So you can see. So what I do is that it is not clear. Hey, hey, wahala. Others can see, others cannot see. Somebody is saying, I think he's behind. No, I'm not behind. So please, in case, let me try to fix it. Else maybe we will have to pause for today because I'm having a challenge here with the network. So what if in case you are behind, try to scroll to the end. Try to push the scroll so that you make sure that you are um the same pace with that. Maybe you are behind the video or what. Okay, yeah, the person who cannot see, please forward it to the current stage so that. So what I'm saying is that you want to write to this professor. So you open. Let me um let me open Word. Okay, let me open Word here. Mm, let me open Word. So okay, so please, this is, let's say this is my code email. So maybe, dear Dr. So so and so, please, I want to write to these three professors. Okay. So what I am going to do is that I'm going to go to this professor and say, oh, my project focus on blah 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 blah. So I will take this thing and come to this place and then come to maybe this part of the email. This is where I wrote about the professor. Then I will now change it and write it, then leave it here. Then I'll copy my introduction, whatever, and come to this place. Hmm? Please, are you guys looking at my screen? So you look at this place, then you write to Dr. So so and so. Then I'll go to back to the same page where I've opened. Then I'm going to write to Dr. What? Uh, Wang. So I'll look at Dr. Wang and say, oh, Dr. Wang, I've seen that you are investigating in distinctive quantum system from nanoscale strongly, blah, 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 which I have very good interest. Then I'll pick that one. Then I'll come and then change this part to, okay, Dr. Wang, I've seen that you are doing this, blah, 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 blah. Then I'll write it. Then I'll copy this one too. Hmm? So I'll be putting there maybe this person, then I'll put his email here. Okay, his email here. Then I'll go to another one. Then I'll paste again. This is the third doctor. Mhm. Then I'll write Doctor so so and so. Then I'll put that doctor's email there. Eh? So once I'm done, and then I'll go to the next doctor's professors, and then maybe this is the professor. No, no, this professor. So I'll put the professor's work inside and then go. So at the end of it all, I have all the three emails here. Then I will now copy. So when I'm going to send, I'll just copy the first one. Hmm? I've done everything, I've read, and everything is correct. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to copy the first one, first code email, then go to my email and paste it, put the document, and then there's my, what do you call it, CV, and what my CV and what my transcript, send. Then I'll come, when I finish, I'll come and copy the next one. Then I'll go and paste it. Once I paste it, I'll just take the email that I took here, cut, and then put it in the email. Then put in those documents. Then I'll send. Then I'll go to the third one. So within 20 to 30 minutes, I've sent three professors. Bam, I'm done. Go to another one. That's how you do it so that you will be able to make progress. You are not supposed to sit one time, finish with one professor. If you do that, you will never make progress. Then after 2 weeks or 3 to 4 days, you, if they are not respond, then you respond. You go back and reply, oh dear Dr. So and so, I'm following up on the above request. Dear Dr. So and so, I'm following up about that. So you do it that way, step by step, then you make progress. Please, do you understand what we are saying? I want to know how I demonstrated. If you understood how to be fast in sending your code emails, that's how I demonstrated it. Do you understand it? Hello. Please, I want to know. I'm interacting with you guys. Hello. Please, is it okay? Okay, one person has understood. Let me know if you guys learned something new today with our discussions. Okay, and if you have question too, because of the network problem, let me know. If you still have challenge, I want to find time to engage with people over here, those who still have challenge in, what do you call, looking for schools. I know new people join us and they are finding challenges. So, oh no. So I want to find time to what, to meet those people maybe tomorrow or Monday. So let me know if you have what do you call it, a question, or if you have challenge with finding schools, searching for schools. If you have a challenge in finding schools or schools with program or funding, say challenge. Just write challenge and I'll know, so that I will know whether I should do the meeting with you. Just write challenge. If you're still struggling, just write challenge or struggle. Okay. Yeah. And then I'm going to post the link to the comment section again so that you come and then ask questions. The last one that I will tackle as I'm waiting for the questions are, please now everybody is putting their strength in Canada, but they have funding in Canada, in US, they are funding in Canada. They have a lot of funding in Canada. Please diversify. Apply, write emails to some professors in Canada. You don't know. You don't know. You will be the one they are looking for. Please, are you getting me? Are you getting me? Please, are you getting me? Hmm? Are you getting me? So I want to now and look at the Erasmus scholarship. Hey, how many of you have started the Erasmus scholarship? I posted a video over there. You don't want to watch. How will you know? If you want to join our WhatsApp platform, to look at the YouTube description, there's a link to our WhatsApp platform where you can join. Okay, just go to the YouTube description and then subscribe if you are here with us. If you want to join, subscribe. So please let me know the questions. Come and then ask your questions. Come and ask your questions. Somebody asked a very significant question, very important question. If you are asked to send your writing sample should be your thesis, sometimes some other work that you have done, research proposal and those things. Some of the application you will always have opportunity to add other materials. Always add those materials at that end. Okay. Yeah. Erasmus, please, Erasmus, let me see those who have questions. Okay, we are bringing the discussion to a close. We have 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Come and ask your questions. Come and ask your questions. 12 minutes for questions. 12 minutes for questions. And let me know, yeah, if you're okay. Yeah. Please, the link. Can you guys see the link? Let me know. Can you see the link? I've posted it. I've posted it. Somebody saying that, please, with GRE, I learned you are supposed to list the school's results. It should be sent to, if along the line you want to add more schools, how do you get them to submit? So right now, know the schools that you want to send, you want to prioritize. Okay. And sometimes you have to pay extra money in order for them to send. Okay. So that's it. Mm? Yeah. You have to send. You have to add money. Okay. But for now, know the schools that you want to what send. So please let me know. We have 11 minutes more to finish the program. Come and ask questions now before we exit. Come and ask questions now. Please, time for questions. If you come across our video, we're doing training for how you can get scholarships, especially US and other countries. And look at my um what do you call it? My Facebook page. Facebook page. Please, if you look at the way the professors have started declaring positions, it tells you that next year is going to be like a harvest year for scholarship. There's going to be a lot of what opportunities. So learn how to write these code emails. As I put them, I'm sharing a lot of them on the Facebook because I don't want to bombard our page with so much information. So for the Facebook, I mean, everybody can follow, right? Yeah. So you can go there. I make sure that every day I don't share less than information. So you need to go there and then be following. Hmm? Be following the information. Okay, be following. I'm going to share the link to the Facebook page. Give us a follow. Okay, you don't lose anything by following our page. Look at it. You don't lose anything. Okay, you don't lose any skin by subscribing to us. So please try to what? Go over there, go to the page, subscribe to the page, follow the page, and then be what? Writing. Okay, writing. Okay. So that I send code emails. Jemfua, I've not seen your email. So how are you sending code email? You have a mentor. If I'm mentoring you, how I didn't go to your email. So have I gone to your email? Hmm? Yes, yes, it's the same. We know it. This is not a respond that, and that's why I'm saying that follow our videos. All these things we have said it. It's not that once you send email, they'll just pick you. The same university that the professor is saying that we don't choose professor from the start, another person, another professor would pick you. So understand these are the tricks. We are not saying that once you are writing good emails, you are writing good CV, you are going to get the scholarship. No, that's not what we are saying. No. What we are saying is that it puts you in a better positions. Please, is it clear? Yeah, madam, yeah. Are you getting me? It put you in a better position. So as you are putting your document, as you are putting your other stuff, you are writing code emails. Now, let me say, you've written, let's say, to 50 schools. Good. Some of the professors have had interviews with you, and you can only pay for 5 schools. Okay, let me say you can only pay for 5 schools. Okay, and then or maybe 14 of these schools are saying that we don't choose, we don't choose, we don't choose. But 10 schools have said that, oh, apply, I'm willing to work with you or whatever. And out of these 10 schools, you have gotten maybe 6 interviews. Let me ask you, yeah, which of them will you use your money to pay the application fee? Is it the 20 who said that they don't choose, or the 10 out of which even the 6 had interview with you? Which of them will you choose? It's the 6, right? So that is why we write the code emails. Some professors in the ombeka say omo ankasa omo hwene mbon omo deda. So whatever you write, whether you write good things or not, they will not what mind you. They will even respond with nonsense. A lot they even so on my omanum bomb. They don't even want, they are already depressed. Eh, they are overwhelmed with what they have to do. So some of them, the response will not be good. You, if you follow those responses, you will stop writing the code emails. But I tell you, one code email will change you. And because with one code email, you may not do the other applications again, or you may decrease. Because if you get code email and the person is saying that let's meet, I'm going to put you right to the descent, then you just do maybe another 5 just to put it at the descent. But the rest you will not continue anymore, or you will not be paying a lot of application fee, right? So one code email can save your entire life. Like the presenter, my brother came here, he was saying that some people in the same group he came from are still rotating, looking for supervisors. But he has started his research, working with his supervisor, going for lunch with his supervisor. What is the secret? The secret is that some people wrote code emails, some people also did not write. These are the difference. Please, is it clear? Yeah. We still have 5 minutes more. 5 minutes more. Mr. Nim, only God knows you and your network. Oh. Everybody can hear and see. Yeah. God you very, 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 very eager. The last I'm living with you, the last I'm living with you is that be serious now and don't come and ask me that. Hmm? Be serious now and don't come and ask me that I want to buy bank statement. Tell me who can give me bank statement, because when you get scholarship, bank statement and whatever, hey, and in Ghana and Africa, for people to give you bank statement, hey, it's not easy. And most of the bank statement are fake. They are fake, and they will give you troubles. They are fake. Oh, somebody will say, "Oh, this is a genuine bank statement." Who told you genuine? It's the same bank statement. They've given it to hundreds of people, hundreds of students, hundreds. If they tell you the bank statement they are giving to you, the number of hands it has gotten to, you would have. So please sit down now. Motivate yourself that you are going next year. Put in all the strength. There are so many people who are not attending our meeting. You will see when it's getting to time, they will now be. So please work very hard. Okay, so it's getting to time and there's no more questions. I'm going to play this video or of my, what do you call it, evening Erasmus Mundus scholarship. If you have not watched it, and I know a lot of you have not, this is an opportunity for you to watch and then familiarize yourself. This is a very, very, very good scholarship. Okay, a very good scholarship. So please take your time and watch the video and then familiarize yourself. Add that to your stuff. There is no way you won't get um, that scholarship if you do a very good job. If you don't get US, is not Erasmus scholarship. Everybody, and I want a lot of you to win the Erasmus scholarship as well. Thank you so much for joining. If you benefited, let me know in the comment section. Next week, we are going to bring a lot of people here to come and share with you what you should do in order to increase. We'll be meeting every week. Your documents are still welcome. If you give me your document on weekdays, please don't worry me, because me too, I am what? So busy. But in the weekends, I'll try my best to work very fast for you. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. And then we'll see you another time. For now, I'm playing the video. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Study Destinations. I hope you guys are doing well and you are enjoying our content over here. So, if today is your first time of coming across, and if you need anything relating to studying abroad, just look at the YouTube description. There's a link to our WhatsApp platform where you can join. If you need anything studying abroad, we'll be able to guide you. But today, our topic is to discuss the Erasmus Mundus Joint Master's Scholarship for 2026 and beyond. Remember, it's every year. If you miss everything this year and you're not able to even apply, or if you are new, you are not done with your bachelor's, you will soon be done. You can prepare, listen to the video, and then you will be able to apply. Please, you want to stick to the end because you benefit a lot. There's a lot of steps that I'll be giving and some bonuses I'll be giving at the tail end. So you need not to skip. Best for you is to end the step by step. Take your time, watch the video to the end. So let's go directly to the the largest strategy. Then you don't have to forgo this. Remember, most of the scholarships or European Union offers, European countries offers free tuition. Most of them offers free tuition to some extent. So if you need extra scholarship sometimes very difficult. You need some particular database, and one of them is the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. You need to take your time and then go through it. Now, I'll be taking you through the step by step. So the scholarship actually starts from, how's the nature of the scholarship? So the scholarship is a joint program. So it's run by one